So welcome back to Port City Noise Podcast, episode 6.
Yeah.
We got two very special guests today. We have...
My name is Jeff.
Ayo.
Yeah,
Ayo in the building, man. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. My name is Adam. Besides causing mass havoc and mayhem to all situations I encounter, I like to make music sometimes.
He's great. He's great.
He's really
He's
good.
like my left hand, I guess, because he's on my left right now. But producer, engineer, artist extraordinaire, man. Ayo, man. Stop playing. He's a very humble guy, so, you know.
Exactly, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then we have here producer, artist,
You know what?
business owner,
I won't say
pioneer,
artist yet, but you know, whatever.
father, educator, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all of
that.
those. You're right. All of those.
Good
all
old
of those.
Hollywood.
Pioneer community.
Yes, sir.
saying?
What's going on? How y'all doing, man?
Good. So, you know, you want to give a little introduction to anything I missed?
Nah, I think you got everything, bro. This is so weird, like being on the like other side of this, because I've never been on, I guess, a podcast that wasn't my own. So this is interesting. I love this. This is awesome.
Shit.
I love what
Nice.
you guys are doing, man.
I'm glad you made the time to come here.
I have the time, you know what I'm saying? Especially for you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm a
Appreciate
huge fan. You know what I'm saying? I told you that the other night.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
so
a huge
you know,
fan of y'all,
I'm here.
man,
I'm
for
here.
real.
I'm here. Yeah, but yeah, we here, man.
Bet. Let me ask you a question. Do y'all see like who streams the songs on the?
On Bandcamp?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't see exactly who streams the songs, but it shows me, okay, this amount of people listened, and then it shows me this amount of people bought the album. Then it shows me who bought the album. And so then, so it doesn't necessarily show me who exactly is streaming the song, but I know kind of, who's in there and who's not, so
Bet.
yeah.
'Cause I
We
ain't
see
gonna lie.
everything. We know you didn't support. He's lying.
There's a couple of songs on there. I just been like running up the
No,
street.
I believe it, bro. I believe it. No, I believe it. I see it like every day. I probably check those numbers every day. So like,
Yeah.
you're definitely probably one of the people that I see in there.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, Ski, for sure.
So we're gonna jump right into some of the questions. So I want to talk about
Can I take this off the stand? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel real when I ain't got no
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I try. All right, here we go. All right, see, I'm wilding. My fault,
good.
y'all. My fault, y'all. It's been a while. My bad. Oh, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
All right. I like this. So this is a little more comfortable for me.
All right. So we're gonna get into the background of everything. So
All right,
how did
sure.
you two meet?
All right. So I met AO honestly probably 5 years ago at this point. That was probably 2020. Kind of going into COVID. I was actually working at another studio, and I met him through Samo. And so at that moment we didn't necessarily get to connect the way that we are now, but I always knew about him. I knew about 34th Street and all the things that he was doing, all the people he was working with, and I knew when I get a chance, we're gonna definitely really connect for real. So
Yeah.
that's how I met Adam for real. So ayo, my fault.
Yeah. I always tell people how basically you knew me for a long time. Since I was a kid.
Long time.
Damn near a baby.
Yeah, long time. Play football with all your brothers, I think. So
Yeah.
and I think I graduated the same year as your sister too.
Yeah.
So long time, long time.
Man. I always say you know me you knew me longer than I kind of knew myself.
I mean, I don't know if I say all that, but I mean,
you
you was
knew
definitely
of me, yeah. I
this
was
big when I met you. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why when I seen you started doing music, I was like, oh, word. Then I started listening to your music. I was like, oh no, he is tough. What in the what's going on here, bro? I had no idea. So
Yeah.
I just think it's dope how life just how small the world is, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So even from knowing you then, we might not have had so many encounters before now that we have had, you know what I'm saying, then,
Yeah.
but it's just crazy how life works for real. So
Yeah.
I think it's dope.
I always think back to your old days, when you had first started. Well, for one, we also went to the same church too.
Yeah, come on, you know
And
it,
then
you know it.
I'm pretty
you
sure
know
you used to be in there with the little drum
yeah,
pads.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know it, you know it, you know it.
That's
you
one
know
thing
it.
I remember too. But when I listen to your beats, I hear a lot of the influence from band
Yeah,
and basically a church
yeah,
influence.
church
on
all day long.
Yeah.
That's my, I mean, You know, yeah, I was like, God, my biggest inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I don't really like, you know, some people are like, oh, celebrities X, Y, and Z, and like as cliche as it sounds, but it's like, yo, he created the whole world. You know what I'm saying? So why would I not think that like, you know, I can create something? And so like all of my inspiration I draw from, you know, kind of church life and experience that I had from there, and just kind of turn that into something beautiful outside of that.
Yeah. I remember when you was part of a band. It was Unity.
Yeah.
Back in the
Shout
day.
out the boys, man. Shout out the boys, man.
Yeah.
Shout out the boys. They know it. They know it. Yeah, we was really,
Yeah, you've been out here for a minute.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, and a lot of people don't know that because I don't like say a lot. You know what I'm saying? And so I like to just show. And so I'd rather just, instead of sitting around talking about, you know, what I did and X, Y, Z, like I'd rather just be like, all right, cool. If you don't know me from then, like, then I'm going to show you why you know me now. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's just life progression, you know?
Oh, yeah. When did you start out?
Shit, I've really been around music for like most of my life. There's pictures of me as a baby, like fucking around with a keyboard. But I say I like really took it seriously, as far as I would consider serious, like trying to get money from it. Probably like 6 or 7 years ago. I was in college and I got kicked out for some dumbass reason. And I was like, damn, music's like the only thing I've kind of ever really like, been sort of good at.
So about to go make it happen, Cat.
Go make it happen, bro.
Yeah.
Went from rolling up to loading boxes in fucking Lowe's, bro, in the warehouse.
Yeah.
I'm a junior and a half with a good GPA anyway.
Yeah. Hey.
So yeah, I did that. Fucking got through school because I was like, damn, there's no way. And then I graduated, like it was 2020, like you said, like it was the pandemic and like New York was pretty fucked up. So it's just like shitty, like you couldn't do shit. It's cold. So I just came down here with my girlfriend and just made an Instagram page and just started like, you know, I went to the skate park because I skateboarded a lot growing up. And all right,
That's what you meant to say, right?
Yeah, not to judge a book by this cover, but I was like, all right, if anybody has what I need, it might be that motherfucker with the dreads.
Yo, shout out Samo, man, for real, yeah.
But
like,
more than that, it was a great connection. And then like, he came to my studio, recorded some shit, introduced me to a few people, and then I was doing it for a few years, and then just aware of the other people in the city doing good shit, and just I've always wanted to do my own music. So once I like booked a few sessions at Hollywood Studio, I think within like a month, right? I booked like a few studios, and then it was just like, yo, let's work together. So
yeah.
I think it's just a message, you know, just kind of just go for shit, do what you really want to do, just try different things, and things will fall into place. So that's what I've been doing.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know it.
So how did like TPMG become a thing? Like,
sheesh. All right. So, long short answer, right? So, when you see me, I was in my band X, Y, and Z. You know, things didn't necessarily go the way we kind of wanted them. So, you know, like we kind of all still do music, but kind of in our separate pockets, right? And so that was when I first started engineering, right? And so I started working at DC Studios. And so really everything that I'm doing now was stuff that I was trying to do back then. And of course everything works in its perfect timing, you know, but so from DC Studios I just started, you know, building up the engineer grind, like working with different artists. And then of course I started to grow a liking to, you know, certain artists, you know, that I was working with and wanted to just help build with, that was serious about their craft and stuff. And so Really True Productions music group is a label, right? And so it says music group, but it's really like a record label. And so I wanted to just be able to house all the records that I was making at first. And then it became like, okay, well, I really like these artists and the things that we can do together. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's build this collective and push this collective as a group, not as a group, but as a collective, right? And it's because I want each individual artist to be able to go out into their own separate lane and be able to do their own things, right? But you see the kind of industry we live in now, right? And it's so hard to like break through and cut through solo wise, right? And so what better way to do it than to bring all the, you know, fire artists that I'm working with at the time and try and just bring them together so we can work on something that's bigger than just, you know, a single artist, you know? And so that's really kind of how it came about.
Yeah, it's good to have a community.
Yeah, and that's really like, because I mean there's many times even working with AO, like where he's like, yo, when I was working by myself and working on a lot of my records by myself, like I would get to a place of being like, yo, is it good? I don't know if it's good. And it's hard when you don't have no one else to bounce those thoughts off. And so it just kind of helps build, morale, and just it lets you be able to kind of believe in yourself a little bit more when you know that the person to the left and the person to the right believe in you. And so I think that's more important than going and blowing up, and now you're standing around a bunch of people who really don't know you, don't know where you came from. They just see you for what you could potentially bring to them, and so like I look at TPMG as it's family first. You know what I'm saying? We could never make another song again, but like I'm still your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's kind of the culture I wanted to build around it.
Hell yeah, y'all got some fire artists on there.
I appreciate that.
And some even better food. Don't let it confuse you, motherfucker. Hollywood smokes.
Hey.
I appreciate it.
You already know.
We gonna get down. We gonna get down. Summertime around the corner. We get it right. We get it right for sure.
All right, so like, where do you guys see yourselves in like 5 years?
You wanna go first?
In tour or in the fucking grave?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. 5 years from now, like, kind of what he's saying. Kinda, you know what I'm saying? like kinda, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely see us, touring and doing things, but even outside of just touring, like really building things for creatives, right? Mm-hmm. And so like I'm big on like, let's build all the rooms that we quote unquote want to be in. You know what I'm saying? So instead of us trying to fight and instead of us trying to go get on Breakfast Club or whatever podcast we think might be quote unquote popping, like I'm coming straight to y'all because like I would rather build a community with y'all and people I know me and care about what we trying to do than it's not necessarily for the cloud. It's not for the of course we want to be on all the big stages and we will be, saying, like without a doubt, but we always want to be able to bring it back home, you know what I'm saying? And so we build in more studios for the kids and stuff, like and allowing the creatives to have a room to create, right? And so a lot of times like some of the best creators don't have a space to where they can just be and grow and show off their capabilities. And so like I'm cool with being the one that can create those spaces. So 5 years from now on tour, up, like up, I'm up now, like up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just, being able to inspire other people to do great things with their life through what we did, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's why it's true production. It's like, we stay true to you. We're not trying to do the gimmicky stuff and turn up and like, of course we're gonna turn up, but like it's in its proper place. Like we're doing it, quote unquote the right way. Not that there's a right way to do it, but that's how I try to look at it.
A generic way.
Yeah.
Not generic, organic.
Organic for sure. Organic for sure. I like that word.
Yeah. So would you say that's like a personal or like a short term goal? Like, do you have any short term goals like for, let's say, like by the end of this year?
All right, so boom, by the end of this year, all right, so I'm gonna give you kind of personal, and then I'll kind of give you some TPMG stuff as well. I'm not gonna give whatever. So boom, by the end of this year, I think I personally want to release a project, like a personal project. Like this is me, just so that I can like, get it off my mind. Like it's gotten to the place where even y'all are like, oh, the artist. I'm like, I know. I never saw myself as like an artist, right? Even recently, like I just started saying like I produce. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like maybe a year ago where I was like, I think I make beats. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like maybe 4 or 5 months ago that I was like, nah, like we might be kind of alright, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I just think it's just the progression and growth like through your artistry. And so I think I want to drop a project. And then group wise, I want to do I don't even want to like say it, you know what I'm saying? But like just something big, right? So like we've been doing these events in our studio, right? Like y'all been there. Yeah. And so now I just want to really build on that and build that community of people so then we can do something bigger by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? And that I'll just kind of leave it at that. But we got some stuff kind of working short term, you know what I'm saying? That you guys will definitely be a part of, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah.
How about you, Adam?
Similar stuff, man. Like I learned all this shit to like really like write a lot of my own stuff, but it's always kind of been like I've been kind of like like scared to do it if I can be honest. So like just to be around people who believe in it, I just want to write my own music and
Adam is so tough. Like he's so he's so humble, bro. Like he could pick up a guitar and just sing, and like, and it's better than, you know what I'm saying, half the people he be recording. I'm sorry, like, but I'm gonna keep it high. Right? And so even with him coming to the studio, like it's just like, nah, bro, you're tough. You know what I'm saying? You're tough. Like,
but like it really takes a community and people. Like that's, you know, like I'm sure you've made like 100 beats before you ever did it for somebody. I did too. And then like the first time you like make a beat for someone or whatever, just like you got to get it back from the people around you. It really takes a community, you know. Like I think we get sold in this idea of, and it makes sense that like, oh, you can do everything from your fucking laptop in your room, and you can do a lot, but like none of this shit exists without people to do it with. So I think it's just exposing yourself to that. And like I spent a lot of time like practicing, getting ready to like get on stage, let's say, but like you just gotta do that shit, man. There's no like real like simulation for like the actual things you want to do. You just gotta do it. So just doing the shit I really want to do.
Hell yeah.
You know, with the people I really want to do it with.
Yeah,
and
that's
the rarest and most valuable.
That's real for sure.
When I say I did not know that you could sing like that, like you do not look like you're that type of person.
I'm him.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Nah, for sure.
Well, I think it was like a video you had posted, and I listened. I was like, oh, he sounded
he's going crazy. Like, he's going crazy. Nah, like realistically, it's so crazy because like
if I just say one thing, I actually really love that, bro, because I think I'm like a severe like perfectionist, and like maybe it'll pay off, but there's something to be said about just go for it. It doesn't even matter.
Just do it.
The skill don't even matter. At some point, just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. So many times we in sessions and like we might be sitting there, beats going, we like, all right, Adam, like, he's like, I'm gonna go in there and try something. He go in there and just start singing. We in there like, yo, Adam, wait, what? What do you mean you was gonna try something? That's a hit. Like, what you mean? Like, let's do it. So like, yeah, more of that. Personal goal, like personal TPMG goal, more AO. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. From just behind the boards.
That's honors.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Yeah, from behind the boards. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, give him the sauce. Nah, you good, man.
Yeah, man.
That's my fault.
So do y'all have like any like artists that influence y'all, or anybody that influences y'all music?
I've been singing Ali's project in my head. I can't even.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So I had to get to a place where like, there's artists that of course inspire me. Like I always wanted my beats to like hit like Kanye's. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care how you feel about him, X, Y, and Z, whatever. But like his production, I want when they come on, I want it to be like, yo, oh nah, that's a Hollywood beat, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so for a long time, that's what kept me from making beats too. Is like I felt like they wasn't hitting, so I was like, all right, nah, I don't even make beats. I just mix. You know what I'm saying? I just engineer or whatever. But I think production wise, like Kanye and artistry, like one of my favorite artists is John Bellion, and I don't know, like a lot of people don't know him, but he he produces all his own stuff, he writes all his own stuff, he writes for other people, produces other people's stuff, so y'all should go check him out. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty dope. And I mean, really, that's it. I had to get to a place where I just stopped like really listening to music because I didn't want to. I hated like being in sessions. So this before I was like really making beats and people would come in with YouTube beats all the time, right? And so like I would have never heard the people who they're getting these YouTube beats off. So it's like, oh, let me get a YTB Fat beat, or let me do this whatever beat. Like I'm like, I don't know who this person is, right? Mm-hmm. And then like I would hear a song or something, and then I would realize that whoever I was just recording is really just like mimicking that person, if that makes sense. So if it's like a Real the Youngin type beat, and then they go in there, and I've never heard a Real the Youngin song, but then they go in there and do something that I think is just so fire, and then realistically they just mimicking Real the Youngin. You know what I'm saying? And so like, but for me, I have to do that because I don't ever want to be making a beat or thinking of a song or trying to think creatively, and then I'm making something that I heard before, if that makes sense. So like, I try not to listen to too much, too many artists for real, that are like quote unquote mainstream and even underground. Like I'll listen to the top of the top, right? And so when I say that, I mean the top, like the cream of the crop in the music industry. So if Drake drops, of course I'm gonna go listen to the Drake album. If Kanye drops, of course I'm gonna go listen to the Ye album. If Kendrick drops, of course I'm gonna go listen to the Cole album. I'm gonna go listen to the Pusha T and Clips album.
Yeah.
But I'm listening to the people that are at the top of the top, working with the best of the best, because I know what I want my product to sound like, and not in a mimicky way, but do the sonic sound clear like the Ye project, right? Do the vocals sound clear like in the Travis project? Like, I'm listening to music for a total different type of inspiration, you know what I'm saying? And so musically, I just kind of like go off of what my brain feel, to be honest. Like, and of course that comes from all the things and people I listen to and, you know, played with and whatever, but I try to keep that like clear, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's really it. I feel like that was long-winded, but
No, you're good.
I'm so glad you said that, because a lot of people don't have that. They just want to mimic other artists. And
yeah.
Type beat producers, even the producers. It's like,
and that was my thing.
Being that other producer.
Yeah, you're saying okay, that's the type of beat that Pooh Shiesty would get on. Let me try and make something like that. Versus, I want, when you hear the beat that I played, I want you to be like, like that's
a Hollywood
like,
beat.
that's different. Yeah, like or like, even if it's different or whatever, but it's like, nah, that's
It's always
cool.
in the 808s, man. Listen to the 808s.
No, yeah.
For me, it's in
That's
the
how
keys.
I know.
Always hearing the keys.
Yeah, real rap. Yeah, but yeah.
Like, listening to the greats, copying the greats, and then be greater.
Yeah. Like, I just want to be able to, and for me, right, like, I want to create and then listen and be like, like, oh man, like we aren't crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's a moment for me where I can kind of like release that doubtfulness in myself, right? And so like if I start doing this over here and I'm thinking like, okay, like I'm just trusting my gut with it, and then I look over and Cole puts out a project the same way, or Kendrick rolls something out the same way I was trying to roll something out, that it allows me to kind of breathe a little bit and be like, okay, like maybe you kind of got some sense. You just keep grinding, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think I really just do that for my sanity, you know, honestly. Like, it just keep me able to just stay focused, I guess.
Yeah, I understand about the mimic and stuff, because people, for the longest time, when I first started out, like, people kept saying I sounded like Uzi and Cardi and shit. So I was like, oh, I gotta switch this up. Like,
and so for me, like, I don't even like telling people that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, because it's like, I be like, like, because you're only saying that based off of what you've heard, right? And, you know, it's like, for me, I know if you tell somebody, oh, like, somebody at TVNG right now is like, yo, you sound like Wiz Khalifa. He was like, yo, I hate that. Like, and so like, I'm like, it's not a terrible thing, right? But it's like, just he's like, I might know who that is. But just do with that with what you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, really mold and create yourself through, like, you know, your own projects and your own ideas and stuff like that. Like, yeah. That's. I mean to cut you off if I did. I'm sorry.
No, you can cut me off.
I definitely have been susceptible to that, but I'm not thinking about it like that, because it's like, that's kind of a compliment, because he's doing.
He's doing big things. Yeah.
But also, it's like,
and
I
also think it's okay unconscious or subconsciously, right? And so like, if you subconsciously make it a song that sounded like Uzi or whatever, like, that's different than going in being like, yo, I'm gonna, and not that there's anything wrong with it, but you have to also understand that that's what it is, right? And so if you go in saying, yo, I'm gonna make a song that sounds trying to sound like Uzi, then that's what you do. Then wear that as a badge of like creator success, versus like, I'm making this super dope thing that no one's heard before because it's like you was trying to mimic, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just think it's about adding tools to your tool belt, you know what I'm saying? And so like, anything that you can go in and try and do and try and make it great. So then when it comes time for you to like sit with producers and things like that, now you're building things for yourself that are, you're like, oh, I can do this, and I know my voice can do this because I did this and X, Y, and Z. And so it's kind of like a two sides to the coin, you know? Like, as long as you know, it's like, if you know that's what you're doing, then that's cool. And then it's like, if you don't know that that's what you're doing, then that's where you kind of got to check it as an artist, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So sorry.
I think just to like add to it and like figure out like what that means too, you know, like everything is information. Like either it be like, or do you talk about the same things? Do you talk about the same things in the same way? Maybe you could talk about something different in the same way, or talk about different things in the same way. You know, like every artist has their like characteristic in content and delivery. So it's just, I think everyone that we, at least every artist that I admire, like we all have our influences and we have what we like. It just becomes when you can blend so much of it. I think I heard it becomes kind of like hard to tell or just like understand. I think there's like, I really think music is like universal frequencies, and like I think it's the building blocks of the universe really to like get on some deep shit. So like no one owns any of this. I don't actually think that's all like human concepts and like, you know, claims to money and whatever. But just like I just like understanding what the building blocks are. You know, like geometry. You know what I'm saying? Like this fucking box. Like the angles. Like there's only one way to do it.
Yeah.
So if I do it and you do it and it's both right, but you did it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Just understanding like the fundamentals and just how to freak it and just. And just know, because we're all creatures. We have ego, you know, like that shit can like fuck with you or it cannot, you know, like, you know, so.
But who would you say like your biggest artist inspiration? Like if you had an inspiration, like who are people that inspired you?
The last time it was Travis Scott when I was in college, but I really, I knew like at one point, bro, like especially with like the second school when I was like alone. Too. Hell yeah, bro. I knew like every word to Rodeo at one point for real. Like I'm not playing.
That's the one. That was the one for me too.
But like recently I stopped listening to music, just like searching for it, and I kind of don't like that. So I wouldn't say really the people around me are my biggest influence right now, honestly,
really?
Bro. That's really the people around me are my biggest influence.
Especially because I see the way that the industry is like, you know, doing what they're doing right now. It's hard for me to even like I'm falling in love with the people that really love music. You know what I'm saying? So like. The Dev Trippins and the Tate Anthonys, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the Diamond Logans and the Ty Breezes. Like, these are people that really inspire me to, like, want to be better and do better and make fire beats and, like, get out of my creative bag because these are the people that are right here next to me. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times we draw inspiration from people that we don't even realize aren't doing half of the things that we are inspired for them by doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, like, it's like you being inspired by whatever. Don't even get me going. But yeah, you go.
Hey, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I always say this too. Like I'm inspired by y'all. Like everything that y'all do. Like I remember when I heard Ty Breezy. Like when I seen her perform, and like you know she be rapping fast. I was like, yo. I was like, oh, I gotta step this up. I'm not about to be outdone like this.
That's tough. And even in you saying that, like I just told you at the last show, I was like, yo, you get better every time I see you perform. Like, and so that to me make me go harder. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like, it just make everybody grow.
Yeah, everybody just
make everybody
like going off of each other's energy.
Yeah. I think that's important, and I also think that's how we know we kind of got something special too.
Yeah,
you know, like
I've never written a song with people besides like what we've been doing, and that shit is a gold mine, a gold chest. Like so many sessions I've recorded and done for people, there's like a antithesis to like working on something together, and I think a lot of the best shit is like, you know, even if I get one word in the song or something, just to like be a part of something, and people like, it's really trust and respect of those around you. You know, like if you book me to record something, I give you something, and you don't want to take it, it's like, what the fuck did you book me for, bro? Like if you don't think I'm good enough at like get on, you know, like it's and it's not a slight neither. I'm not saying I'm better than you at this. We all hear it differently. You know, you ever get on the mic and get nervous? You can't fucking think of shit. I'm cool in recording you. I can think. Yeah. Just take that one word.
Take this line.
And keep going. Like it's not. I didn't write your whole fucking song for you. Like just work together.
Yeah. I think people forget that like the biggest part of music is collaboration. Yeah. Right? And so like he was saying earlier about like, oh, we can just kind of do it on our laptops and things like that. It's like, well, that wasn't always a thing, right? And so like you used to have to have a band. You know what I'm saying? You used to have a drummer and a bass player, or maybe a bass player that could also play guitar, but then you had to actually get some horns and so like people forget that like, hey, it's okay to collab. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to write songs together. Like it's okay to learn to lend each other lines and things like that. Like that's what makes music, you know. It's like language, you know. It's literally a language, and so it's like you trying to get mad at somebody for trying to help you say something better. You know what I'm saying? Like
people be feeling like nowadays, you know, you even show love to somebody, they're like, oh, this nigga thinking.
Word.
It's like, they just
like they've taught us how to hate each other, and it's worked perfectly.
Really taught us how to hate. For real. It's worked perfectly. Like it's so much easier for a lot of people to like see something and be like, oh, I don't like it, just because it's like popular online. Like you tell somebody like that's why at first I wasn't telling people that like I was making music. Because like the whole stipulation behind like SoundCloud,
yo, you
like,
tell somebody
rappers.
you're making
Yeah.
music and then they're looking at you like, oh, okay, yeah, good
Yeah.
luck with that. I 100% feel that.
Yeah, and then when I
100%
like started
feel that.
telling people, it was completely different.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, let me hear."
You're
it.
like, oh, well, let me see. Like, and I just think that's how you carry it.
Yeah.
You know, and so like, I'm the same way though. Like, and so like, I'll meet people and I won't even tell them. For the longest time, we'll just be having a normal conversation, right? And before it gets to, oh, well, like, what do you do? You know, and then it's like, oh, well, like, you know, then I tell them, oh, I'm producer of X, Y, and Z, but you've already had this whole conversation with me, grown to like me. So now me doing music shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't change how you view me.
Yeah.
Right? It should just add. And so,
Organic.
yeah, organic, man. Music is supposed to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Even the saddest songs are beautiful. Even the hardest songs are beautiful. Like, when you understand how they put together and all the creatives that go behind it, like, it's literally, it's a project. You know what I'm saying? I think people just got to look at it more like that.
Yeah.
You know, look at it more as like a language. Like, imagine a world without music.
Oh, that'd be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like really no music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people don't realize how much music they actually hearing in the day. Commercials, like, you know what I'm saying? The radio, like walking in the stores, like music is everywhere. It's literally, imagine a world with no music. Like, what do you? And that's why I feel like artists need to take they work and stuff more serious as well, because it's like we're the soundtrack to life.
Yeah.
Like, we create the soundtrack to life, and so we should treat it like that. You know.
I never really thought about that.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean that everything that you write or say gotta be, you know, but it's like, if you understand that, even when you're creating the quote unquote fun records, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're doing it in a way that is still paying homage to the art, you know, like to the art of just music and the language of music. And I'm talking a lot, so I'm gonna shut up.
So, okay. No, we was having a conversation.
No, I don't know. I got.
It's a superpower, man.
It's a podcast. Like,
Yeah,
y'all are the ones that we're interviewing. You're supposed to talk.
Yeah, I guess so, man. I guess so.
So, y'all got any like artist or producer hot takes that, like, you know, aren't popular?
You want to go first?
I was gonna say,
I mean, like, you want a hot take? A hot take?
Yeah.
All right. Oh man. A hot take about artists or about producers?
Either
or
one.
both.
Either one.
I got a lot. No, I don't have a lot. No, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. All right, hot take about producers. This one's gonna get me killed, I think. All right, boom. Hot take about producers. If you can't make a beat without Splice, you're not really a producer.
Without what?
Without Splice. The producers will know what that is, but
Like the little loop.
Starters.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, I do that all the time.
I do it all the time
but
now
like,
too, though. I do it all the time now.
I can.
But like, if you put those Splice producers in a room with no Splice and just music equipment, can they succeed? I want to see it. That's my hot take. That's my hot take.
That's fair.
You know, and I'm sorry, I mean that in the most respectful way. I mean that in the most like respectful way.
It's friendly competition.
Yeah, like I mean that in the most respectful way, but like,
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
For me, bro, I really have been working with multiple producers lately. I feel like music is a muse. It's magical, and if you can see it, you can see it. I love when we're all on the same page, and there's no if I got something in mind, I can do it. And then if I don't, I get the fuck out of the way and someone else do it. And just keep moving. And I just hate grinding my gears. If you don't even I have no problem being oh, I don't know this part, or what do y'all think? If it's not sitting right with you, don't drag me through that, please. Just ask me. Or and there's nothing wrong with that. That's my shit.
yeah,
You want another one? I got another one.
yeah.
Don't kill me for that last one, y'all. Sorry, but I do got another one.
Me neither.
Boom. Oh man, this one's for the artist though, okay? If you are only rapping over YouTube beats, you're just in the gym. You're not actually cooking anything.
agree.
You're not you're just working out, bro. That's not game time. That's not game time. If you just rapping over YouTube beats, that's just game time. Sorry.
Yeah, no. I had to get out of that one.
Yeah, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with it at all. But I think you really unlock something in your artistry when you lock in with a producer. right? And so I don't necessarily mean, oh, I'm gonna sing you beats. I mean, really, you go get with a producer, someone that knows the machine and the equipment, and sit there and be like, yo, I feel like this, I hear this, and then y'all cook together. That's, other than that, bro, you just working out. You know what I'm saying? You just putting your shots up in the gym. You just putting your shots up in the gym. And not to say that you can't make something fire on a YouTube beat, but are you gonna buy it? Does somebody else use the beat? You know, is there a major label that has already picked the beat up, so now you can't even make, you know what I'm saying? Like you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah, I like that analogy.
Yeah, just in the gym, right? Yeah, you're just in the gym, which is cool. But when you're ready to come, like when you're ready for game time, like when you're ready to step on the field, like lock in with a producer, lock in with an engineer, lock in with, you know what I'm saying, some people that can
Every team
actually
has a
help
coach.
you create a sound. Come on, bro. Come on, like, and then once you do that, then you're really, now you can really confidently say, oh, I'm creating. You know what I'm saying? You get a different fulfillment when you sat there, opened the session, it was completely nothing. You did the beat, you did the vocals, you mixed it, you mastered. Now you're like, okay,
This is my shit.
I'm really creating. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what. Yeah, you're just in the gym, bro. Get off them YouTube beats.
Yo, artist hot take. Stop fucking telling me a cheaper price of another studio in town. Go
Yeah,
there.
just go there.
Just go there.
Yeah, just go there. Oh, see, now we about to just start getting our stuff off. Now we just another hot take. Don't tell me how fire you are and you're not selling tickets. Don't tell me how fire you are and you're not selling albums. Don't tell me how fire you are, you're not selling merch. Don't tell me how fire you are, you're not posting every day. Oh, all right. I think I'm done now. I think I'm done now. But you know, like, and respectfully, but disrespectfully, because a lot of y'all don't take respect either way. So it's like
There's levels to this shit, man.
Hey.
yeah, but I think everybody just needs to elevate where they think they're at. So like, yeah, in like the best way possible. So I don't mean, you know, like, and I'm not saying that from a place of elevation. I'm saying that from a place of like me trying to elevate my mind too. But for us, it's like, yo, we want to be great in the music thing, then we have to do what the greats do, right? The greats is not using YouTube beats, right? Like, you could probably find me someone who did use one, but
Doing that same shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
With everything you said so far.
Yeah, I think for me, like, my biggest thing is like, yo, if what I'm doing sounds like normal to you, then maybe I'm doing something wrong. You know, and so like,
Yeah, that's a gem.
you know,
Sometimes it like feels off initially. At least for me too. Like sometimes like I might not like something, but you could just like sit with an idea and you could come to. It's so weird. I feel like a lot of my favorite artists and even favorite songs, I really didn't like I did not like GNX the first listen. I love that shit now. I didn't.
Yeah.
I was sitting there. We were in the studio and I was like,
he's like, I'm not feeling this. I'm like, nah.
I like Luther when it first came on because that shit is beautiful.
And what's
but,
crazy
like,
is I didn't like Luther when it first came on. But that to me is why like he's so important to my artistry and my creative process, in my eyes, right? Because Luther was number one for X amount of weeks, right?
Yeah.
When I first heard it, I didn't like it. He said that's the first song he heard and liked on the project. That to me is more important than anything, because that means you hear something that I don't, and like I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need that. It's not about like, it's not about my opinion and oh, I don't like that song and you like that song and so that's it. But it's like, no, obviously you hear something different than I do, and so with that, how can we wield the two things together? You know, and so like, collaboration. I'll go back to collaboration for
like there's some parts in the beat like we all like. There's just certain parts you're gonna play different, and I love that, and I'm never gonna do it that way. And I love that we could work together and get the benefit of that.
and get the same, get what we need to get out of it. Yeah, he'll look at me like, yo, you want to play some keys right here? Like, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Idea, but like this motherfucker, bro.
And a lot of times, like he'll tell me like, yo, like something like sounds like this, and I'm like, yo, I would have never, even him telling me what he's hearing and me playing it, I would have never thought to play it like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, as much as it's me playing it, it's him telling me what to play. So like, and there's never no like pride or ego behind that. It's just like, it's like, oh nah, you're right. This is tough. Like this mad tough. And then, you know, and a lot of times like, Oh man, yo, I'm about to start glazing. But all right, pause. But all right, so like, like, boom, we were in a session the other day, right? And like one of the things that was so important to me that he did, that like I pay attention to things. I pay attention to character and things that people do and how they say and how they move, especially when it comes to music and artistry, because like, as creatives, we know how we feel about our art. You know what I'm saying? So like, we like with this, so right. But we're in a session and we're in like a group session, right? And AO is able to like hear something that he doesn't like, make a statement about it, see that maybe someone else is like rocking with it, and then he'll just kind of like just eat it, you know, and not on no like, oh, they just doing that and like I don't like that X, Y, and Z, but he'll just be like, all right, cool, maybe you guys are hearing something that I'm not hearing. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, and so like he just didn't say nothing about it. I look back and I see it's visually tearing him up. Like he's like those hats, bro, like those hats, right? And so, but he didn't say anything. But I was also feeling like that about the hats, right? Yeah. And so like I'm like, hey y'all, like maybe we should try and change the hats, right? And he's like, yo, I was thinking that, and I'm like, you know, I kind of thought so, but for you to not say it and in that space, you know? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? In that space, you allow someone to be able to grow. I think it's more important than sometimes hearing something and just saying like, yo, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Or that's not it. Because a lot of times as a producer, that happens where like you'll pull a beat up and they'll be like, I don't really like that beat, or that beat's not for me, X, Y, and Z. And you're like, but the beat is hard. Yeah. So maybe you just need to take some time to listen to it or try and think about what you could do to it, then just automatically, oh, nah, that's not something I would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like it's always details, too. Like, that's why I love working with people who understand music. Because, like, it's one thing to be like, I don't like it, but I think we can understand what it is about it that we don't like. And if you change one element, or even just mute some shit, change the whole fucking
it'll change the whole beat.
Sound.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. I talk a lot, bro.
No,
I'm sorry.
Good.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're
man.
good. Very.
Easiest the podcast.
Yeah, this is like the smoothest podcast we've had.
Yeah,
like this is so like organic. Like it's just so natural.
Well, cool. Hell yeah. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, I want to say honestly, shout out to y'all. Y'all made. I was nervous when we started, but I guess I got comfortable kind of quick. So
yeah. But okay, now we're about to get a little personal.
Okay, now. All right.
So for you, what's it like being a father?
Man, what is it like being a father? It is, honestly, it's some of the scariest thing. It's one of the scariest things that like you kind of, I personally have ever like had to go through and am going through, you know, like, because at every turn, like you really have this little person that's like, yo, like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You know? And so like, a lot of times there's like a fear of just like making sure you're always doing like the best, you know, and am I doing the best? Like, is this the right thing? Like, is this gonna like is this really gonna work? And is it gonna be enough for, you know, my family to live on for, you know, generations? Like, and so like a lot of fear, but it's also like the most beautiful thing in the world, you know. And so like waking up and you know, it's like, oh, where's daddy? Well, where's mommy, first of all? But then, where's daddy? Like, you know, like, but coming in the house, he come running to the door. Like, it's the most beautiful moments, but it also make you want to go so hard out of the fear of like, yo, you know, like, can't let nothing happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Can't let nothing happen to you. Can't let nothing happen to your mother. Like, we, you know, it gotta work. Whatever I do, gotta work. Like, there's no, and so sometimes that could get like difficult to deal with sometimes, but, you know, you just gotta trust in God. Honestly, like you're not gonna be a parent if you wasn't supposed to be a parent. So like, you know, just trust that you got the skills that you was already, you know, built to handle it. Yeah. And so, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's scary. That's about all I got for you, for real. Yeah.
Good. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when you was performing with your kid in your hand, man.
Yeah. Facts though. Yeah. A lot of people were saying that. I was not thinking it was super fire, but like, honestly, like, he just wouldn't go to sleep. So like, and then by the time like, if I could tell that story real quick, so like, so we did a show, and so my wife was out of town, and so I got, you know what I'm saying, daddy duty, but I can't not do the show, you know what I'm saying? So like, doing the show, and like, got my kid, and I'm like, hey man, like, we at the show. He's lit for like the whole first hour, right? And then he start getting tired, but he don't want to go to sleep. He don't want to leave my arms, and so I'm like trying to put him down so I can get to the stage to do the one. I got one verse to do. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to just put him down and get to the stage. Like he's falling asleep. I'm like, put him down. He wakes up. He's like, no. It's like, finally, I was just like, all right, whatever, bro. Come on, you come with me. And so then that's what you see in the video. But yeah. Yo, like I was like, why would you wait until you want to wait until now? Now I'm running around the stage, got you bouncing. Now you just fast asleep. Like that was crazy. That was crazy for real.
We're all yelling at him.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Knocked
And
out.
no, the crazy thing is he didn't wake up until you passed him off to.
I passed him to my little brother. Like, so my little brother's at the show. I passed him to my little brother. He's like,
he wakes up. I'm like, that woke you up.
Like, all right, whatever, bro. I want my T.O. It's okay. Like,
I was like, true.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you got to do what you got to do, bro. And that's really what I tell people. Like, I want even those moments. Like, my son will be able to look back on those moments and be like, dang, like you really was like you was really going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important to me. You know what I'm saying? What's important to me is to be able to, like, when he turned 15, 16, 17, like, yo, I want to be able to stand in what I believe in, like my pops did. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like my pops does, like, in everything he does. And so that's why it's important to me, you know? So I get up on stage every time with my son in my arms if I have to. You know, like, it just is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I was fucking with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, this is a little, off topic, but what's your sports team? Because I seen a video where you took off your Dak Prescott jersey and you had like what was it, Lamar underneath it?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was.
What month is it? We're in the off season, right?
Yeah.
We're in the off season. All right, so I am officially a Cowboys fan. All right, so it just takes me a little bit time to get over, like, they do it to me every year, man. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it's to the point now where, like, I even hate the fact that I'm a Cowboys fan, but, like, I can't get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried. I tried to just be like, I'm a Dolphins fan, you know? Like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, every time I catch myself watching the Cowboys.
Yeah, I fully understand.
Sad.
I'm a Bears fan, so.
Yeah, see, but it's like, I don't hear that a lot. And so, like, as much as I want to, like, clown you, because, like, the Bears suck, too, like, it's like, who really wants to clown the Bears, you know? Nobody clowns the Bears.
Well, you'd be surprised, man.
No, I mean, I think you're never mind. Let's not say that. But, yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I'm a Cowboys fan until I'm not. Until they start losing and making me cry at night. And then I'll be, whatever, just a football fan. So, yeah, that's about it.
I love the sport. I skateboard. I don't really.
Yeah, he don't even watch
I don't really
sports.
like
But
sports.
he
I'm
knows when the
weird.
Cowboys loses, though. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, you make it known.
Oh, that's
I like
hilarious.
flips and quarter pipes and shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't watch sports either. Really.
Hell yeah.
I also skate a little bit, but like, yeah, I'm not like hip to what's going on in sports, so I can't keep.
It's
up
probably
with
because I was always bad at them. Honestly, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, no, I was pretty good at sports. Honestly, football was my first love, like, even before music. So, like,
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy for real.
Weren't you like on the football team and in the marching band in high school?
Yes. Yes, I was. I was one of those kids. It was very interesting. Yeah, Battle of the Heart, bro. It was like a real, like, real sitcom in high school for me. Like, oh, look at this band nerd. It's like, oh wait, he actually plays ball. Yeah, word, but yeah,
man. I don't have any more topics. If you guys got anything else y'all want to say?
No, man.
Shout out to Pod, man. Thank you for having us. This shit was
shout
dope.
out Port City Noise for real. Yeah, no, this is dope. I love this.
Make
Y'all,
some noise.
yo, keep going, man.
Fact.
Keep going. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody do. You keep going. I don't care if y'all don't have no more guests. You keep going, because like what y'all are creating means more than what the views or the comments or whatever the people say about it, right? Because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years from now, you'll have an entire essentially document series that you guys will own and be able to work with and do things with. And so the thing about creation is, like, sometimes you gotta get it on the back end, and so just don't stop. Love what y'all do. Love what y'all do.
Appreciate it.
for sure.
Appreciate it.
Likewise, man.
Yeah.
And y'all can go cop Avenger Threat Level on Bandcamp right now. 70s Night is. Wait, when does this come out?
What?
When does this come out? This pod?
Friday.
All right, so boom, 70s Night next Friday, July 27th at the Stew, $100 costume party. Well, I'm sorry, $100 costume challenge. What's that called? Like costume contest, right? So it's the 70s Night. So whoever gets the best 70s costume, we're doing $100 giveaway. We're gonna see, you know what I'm saying, all your favorite artists. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna holla at y'all. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna need y'all.
And
yeah,
nobody dressed up as Elvis.
Yeah, nobody dressed up as Elvis.
Don't do that.
Or maybe you can. I don't know why he's saying that. Maybe because he's gonna dress up as Elvis.
I'm gonna be Elvis.
But yeah,
Don't do that.
Yeah, Avenger Third Level. Y'all go follow TPMG on all platforms. True Productions Music Group. Hollywood. Let Hollywood do it on all platforms. You know it. Yeah.
Any shout outs y'all want to give?
I feel like I just shout out everybody out.
Yeah.
Shout out my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, man, thank y'all for tuning in, and until next time.
Grrr.